And welcome back. We're going to send it back to the guys at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium for the Braves and the Phillies in just a moment. A couple of news and notes items to pass along to you. A couple of hours ago, the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office filed one felony count of unlawful possession of explosive device against New York Mets outfielder Vince Coleman. If you recall, Coleman threw a firecracker out of a car window at Dodger Stadium last month. The result of the explosion slightly injured 3 people, including 2 young children. We'll keep you abreast on that story as the evening goes along, if any further details. Now, as far as the 2 teams and the National League race, the Phillies 6.5 games up on the Cardinals. Montreal now 11 games back. Chicago with a loss today now 12.5 back. In the National League West, Atlanta, having won 9 out of their last 10, are playing some terrific baseball. For the Atlanta Braves, they are now only 6.5, or excuse me, it is now 7.5 games back for the Atlanta Braves tonight. They are 7.5 games back, but having won 9 out of the last 10, they're trying to make a run at the San Francisco Giants. The Giants right now are playing good baseball as well. We're looking forward to a big 3-game series at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium between the Phillies and the Braves. We send it now back to Harry Callis.
All right, thank you, Neil. And the Braves have taken the field. This game is sold out, as is the entire series between the Phils and the Atlanta Braves. And as Neil mentioned, the Braves are playing excellent ball since the All-Star break, 14-4, yet they have picked up only a game and a half on San Francisco. And the Giants playing well, too. The Atlanta Braves 7.5 back. The Phillies' lead in the East is 6.5 over St. Louis. Jim Pregosi's lineup tonight has Lenny Dykstra, center fielder, leading off. Mariano Duncan, second baseman, bats second. John Kruk, the first baseman, hitting third. Dave Hollins, third base, bats fourth. Darren Dalton catching, hitting fifth. Pete Incaviglia in left field will bat sixth. Wes Chamberlain, the right fielder, hitting seventh. Kevin Stocker at shortstop bats eighth, and batting ninth and pitching Terry Mulholland. That lineup facing 23-year-old southpaw Steve Avery.
Slow start this season, but has really come on strong. He's 11 wins, 3 losses, 3.05 ERA, walks about a batter and a half a game, strikes out 5 a game.
Defensively behind Avery, Terry Pendleton at third, Jeff Blauser at shortstop, Mark Lemke at second, Crime Dog McGriff at first. Greg Olson does the catching. In the outfield from left to right, Ron Gant, Otis Nixon, and David Justice. The umpires, Larry Vanover, will call the balls and strikes. Crew chief Harry Wendelstadt at first base. Randy Marsh at second, and Wally Bell will umpire at third. Lenny Dykstra leads it off, leads the league in hits with 129, leads the league in runs scored with 97, hitting at .308. Avery, a #1 draft pick by the Braves in the June '88 draft. Starts Dykstra with a fastball. It's over for a strike. Avery, lifetime against the Phillies, does not have good numbers. 1-2 lifetime with a high ERA of 5.67. Phils have not faced him yet this year. Breaking ball. Got that one over.
Lenny didn't think either one of those pitches were strikes. He thought the first one was high. He thought the other one, the curveball or slider, was a little low. They were both close.
No balls and 2 strikes to Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra did not get his bat off his shoulder. 3 pitches, and he is called out on strikes. 1 down.
Well, that was the best pitch of the 3. This is that's a curveball there, and he caught the ball outside. It might have got a piece of the plate going by, but certainly too close to take. You don't see Lenny stand up there and not get the bat off his shoulder.
Here's Mariano Duncan hitting at .273. One ball and no strikes to Duncan. Anniversary wishes to Dan and Joanne Dickerson from Dover, Delaware, from their daughter Emma and from us. 2 balls and no strikes to Mariano Duncan.
Jim Donnelly celebrated a birthday yesterday in Swedesboro, New Jersey.
Foul out of play. 2-1 to Mariano Duncan. Dorothy Luca watching the game in South Philly. 75th birthday, which is from daughters Flo and Joe and from us. 2 balls and a strike to Mariano Duncan. Changeup pulled in 2-2.
Joey Rigler celebrating a birthday today in Collingswood, New Jersey. That is an excellent changeup right there in a good location, probably a bit outside.
Line drive center field, but Nixon there makes the catch. 2 outs. It'll bring up John Kruk. Avery lifetime is 10 games over the 500 mark, 43 and 33. Just 23 years old. Here's a young man was pitching in a World Series at age 21 and showed a lot of poise at age 21 in that World Series.
Pitched very well against the Pirates in the playoffs too.
One ball and no strikes to John Kruk. Krucker hitting at .351, tied for second in the league in hitting. Played off a low breaking ball. It's 2-0.
Send their best wishes along to Nancy Heckscher in Bryn Mawr Hospital. Nancy, the mother of Maurice and Ben, great rackets players.
Foul back and out of play. 2 balls and a strike. Jim Fregosi and Dennis Menke. Phillies are even up with the Braves this year, have won 3 and lost 3. Ground ball shortstop. Blauser throws Kruk out. A 1-2-3 inning for Avery. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. After 1/2, Phil's nothing. Braves coming to bat.
The Cadillac DeVille has the safety answers: an anti-lock braking system, advanced airbag technology, and a 200 horsepower V8. DeVille also has the financial answers. Now you can receive a $3,000 special bonus from Cadillac when you purchase a new 1993 DeVille. And a $3,000 bonus on the Cadillac DeVille makes a safe investment even safer. See your Cadillac Super Network dealers.
My store is my life. I've given it everything. To me, there's nothing else like it.
At Nationwide Insurance, we believe that every business is different. Each one has its own needs. You have to.
They've helped me with my home and car insurance, so I knew we could develop a plan to protect my business.
And the last thing Bob needs to worry about is insurance. That's my job.
Nationwide is on your side.
It's the 4th Business Person Special of the season. Compliments of Mellon PSFS. Thursday, August 12th at 12:35 when the Phillies play the young, explosive Expos. Put some exciting baseball on your calendar. Call 463-1000.
Bobby Cox's Atlanta Braves lineup tonight has Otis Nixon, center fielder, leading off. Jeff Blauser, shortstop, bats second. Ron Gant, left field, hitting third. Fred McGriff at first base, bats fourth. Terry Pendleton, third baseman, hitting fifth. David Justice, the right fielder, bats sixth. Greg Olson catching, hitting seventh. Mark Lemke, the second baseman, bats eighth. And batting ninth and pitching Steve Avery. They're facing Terry Mulholland.
Terry, a couple of walks per 9 innings. That's really high for him. 5.5 strikeouts per ball game. He's won 10, lost 8. ERA just over 3.
Defensively, Dave Hollins at third base. At shortstop is Kevin Stocker. Mariano Duncan at second. John Kruk at first. Aaron Dalton catching. Pete Incaviglia in left field. Lenny Dykstra in center. And Wes Chamberlain in right. Otis Nixon will lead it off. Nixon hitting at .234. Batting about the same right-handed as left. They shorten up at the corners for him. He has 14 infield hits. 4 bunt base hits. Laid off the low pitch. The appeal to Harry Wendelstad, who says no swing. 1 ball and no strikes to Otis Nixon.
Hot muggy night here, and take something out of the pitchers if they're involved in any long innings.
2-0. Mulholland lifetime against Atlanta, 4 wins, 6 losses, a 4.56 career ERA. Lost a game here earlier this year when he had to leave with that foot injury. He had pitched just 2 innings in that ball game. He lost to Tom Glavine 10-7. Good slider, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Otis Nixon.
Otis was trying to pull that ball by Hollins at third. Hollins was looking right down his throat up there for the bunt.
Close. Full count to Otis Nixon. He's out of there. He took 1 close pitch, then took that one, and he's out on strikes.
Well, it was, I guess that just got the corner, just off the corner, too close to take, obviously. Maybe that was a little slider he threw. Had a little bite to it.
Here's Jeff Blauser hitting at 301. Fouls it to the screen, 1 strike to him. Sent along our best for a speedy recovery to Lou Colombo. Great Phillies fan and a great dad to Lena, who works in the Phillies executive dining room. Lou, hope you're feeling better real soon.
And congratulations to Kerry Mulvey and Steve Hudson, Channel 17's folks. They had a little 6-pound, 6-ounce baby boy last Tuesday, and
Wes Chamberlain has that one lined up in front of the warning track. That's 2 down, and that'll bring up Ron Gant.
Kerry had the baby Tuesday, was at the ball game Wednesday. That's Pioneer stock right there.
Gant batting at .269. He has 25 homers, 9th in the league in RBIs with 69 of them. As Wheels mentioned, the Braves have 3 hitters with 25 home runs: Gant, McGriff, and Justice. Phillies, however, lead the Braves in home runs, team homers. Phillies have 107, Atlanta with 106.
Mary Ross, a birthday in the great Northeast in Mayfair. Old neighbor.
Foul back up this way and just below us. Well, their last homestand, in fact, the final game of the homestand, they had a big fire here, of course, at Fulton County Stadium that hit the luxury boxes and the Braves broadcast booth and part of the press box area. They're in the process of rebuilding. Our ground ball to Dave Hollins. Hollins rifles across in time to get Gant, and Mulholland has a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. After 1, 0-0.
From 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue to right here in Pennsylvania, people are searching for new choices in health care.
The costs are strangling me.
Which inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new personal choice.
It seems like you always have to give something up.
A health plan that gives people the benefits of an HMO.
No one has the right to tell me what doctor I can see,
without asking them to give up their freedom. Personal choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
The Phillies look to cook a Canadian goose when they play Montreal Tuesday, August 10th, and Wednesday, August 11th at 7:35, and Thursday, August 12th at 12:35 at a business person special. Then Bonilla, Doc, and the Mets make a house call Friday, August 13th, 7:35, Saturday, August 14th, 7:05, and Sunday, August 15th at 1:35, when kids 14 and under get a free Phillies road jersey. Call 463-1000.
The extraordinary Volvo 940 sedan finance offer you're looking at includes such standard features as a supplemental restraint system with driver's side airbag, a side impact protection system, anti-lock brakes, and a sunroof. Making one would think all this legal copy well worth putting up with.
After one inning of play, it's the Phils nothing and the Braves nothing. Upcoming Phillies telecasts include tomorrow night's game on Sports Channel at 7:30. Thursday night's game back on PHL 17, also at 7:30. Dave Hollins leads it off. Hollins hitting at .272. Chopped to third base. Pendleton lost that in the lights, but a recovery didn't get him. Dave Hollins really busts from home to first all the time, and he beat it out, an infield single for Hollins.
I wonder about that play, Harry. I believe he had him. Bobby Cox out there. Watch Pendleton now. He'll avert his head. The ball's in, bounce up there in the lights. He stayed with it, but that little extra time cost him the play. Whoop. Well, that was close.
Tie goes the runner. Hollins at first base for Darren Dalton. Dutch hitting at .254. He's second in the league in runs batted in with 78. Lifetime against Avery, 2 for 8, won him a home run. Breaking ball missing. Daniel Hall, minister of the Lineville United Methodist Church in Gap, Pennsylvania, here cheering for the Phils.
And a birthday for Ed Pinnock, 76th.
Fastball just missing. It's 2-0. Bill Jeanette and Michelle Phillips from Scranton, great Red Baron fans, are here cheering for the Phils. 2 balls and no strikes to Darren Dalton. That one just misses. He's not missing much.
He's not getting anything borderline. All the first 3 pitches were close, especially the last 2. Didn't get the call.
Rookie umpire Larry Vanover. Hollins not a big lead. Phillies will take walks. Phillies lead the league in walks. Dalton is third in the league. Kruk leads the league, and Dykstra is second. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Avery can't figure out what's going on.
Those are awfully close pitches. Bobby Cox certainly thinks so. Phillies have their first 2 men on base here in the second for Pete Incaviglia.
Doc and Edith Edwards in Bangor, PA, married 51 years today. L. Krause in Yeadon is 90.
Phillies getting in last night following the big autograph and auction party for the benefit of the fight against Lou Gehrig's disease last night at Veterans Stadium. What a successful night that was. The event raised a total of $449,082. $449,082.
It's a record, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
By quite a bit.
By quite a bit.
Yeah.
The previous high was 1991. 371,386. 1 ball and no strikes to Incaviglia. Avery in some trouble here in the second. 2 men on base and nobody out for the Phils. And our thanks to all the fans that made that fundraising event such a smashing success. Appreciate your attendance. Hit the deep right field, tight to the line. This ball's out of here and up opposite field, 3-run home run, Pete Incaviglia. And the Phils jump to a 3-0 lead here in the second, number 17 for the Inkman.
Harry, I was wondering what Incaviglia's approach would be here. He'd like to move the runners and go to the opposite field.
He moved them.
Yeah, he sure did. He went right down the line over the fence. Whatever that approach was, it was the right one. There's still nobody out. This pitch was out of way, too.
Went right with it. Yeah. Down.
Right on the outside corner and down, and he really went down to get it.
That is good power. 1 strike to Wes Chamberlain, who's hitting at .277.
I think Incaviglia is back.
That's 4 homers in the last 4 ball games for Incaviglia. And Avery has not surrendered many home runs this year. That's just the 7th he has allowed all year. Now you see the difference in the approach. That ball was on the outside part of the plate, and Wes tried to pull it.
It was also down. It was that changeup. Yeah, you're not going to do much with that pitch if you try to pull it. You could hit that pitch to the opposite field. Wes will hit that pitch to the opposite field if it's up, but not down.
Fouls it out of play. Ball and 2 strikes to Chamberlain with nobody out and 3 runs across here in the second inning. Beats the ball foul, still 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes to Wes Chamberlain. Taps it towards shortstop, where Blauser will throw Wes out. Did that hit Avery's glove?
I don't think so. I don't think Avery did anything to it. He tried. Couldn't see it up there. Ran out of. Doesn't make any difference. He's out by quite a bit. You have to raise the roof on this monitor we have. You could see it from the back, but you couldn't see it from the front.
1 strike to Kevin Stocker, who's batting a lusty .400. Joining the Phils from Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Hitting .579, right-handed. 1 ball and 1 strike to Kevin Stocker with 1 out, no base runners, 3 runs in. Beats the ball off the plate.
Throwing a lot of breaking pitches. Sliders, curves, that little change up that he turns over. Bobby Cox.
Stocker called out on strikes. Good fastball on the inside corner. Second strikeout for Avery. 2 down here in the second. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Phillies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Phillies. Here's Terry Mulholland hitting an .085. Just about at his lifetime norm. He's a lifetime .082 hitter.
He's above it.
Not one of his, yeah. Not one of his sports, swinging the bat.
And he practices so much on his hitting. Doesn't have a bad swing. He very seldom ever hits it, though.
No balls and 2 strikes. And his bat on the ball to Larry Boa. Boa, Phil's third base coach, Andy Goodwin. Got his bat on that ball, fouls it off.
He has a chance at hitting a fastball because it doesn't move but anyway but straight. He'll get another breaking pitch here.
Little tapper right back to Avery, who easily throws out Mulholland, and that will retire the side. But the Phils put 3 on the board. 3-run home run by Incaviglia. 2 hits, no errors, none left. We go to the bottom of the second, 3-0 Phils.
Darian battles a fugitive from the future.
You don't really think you're going to get away with this, do you?
But a violent hurricane leaves them trapped together.
No people who can stop me in this room.
On the next Time Tracks. And Peter and Kane face off.
Freeze!
With a vengeful survivalist.
Enough. Not hardly.
To save a little girl. It's an all-out war on the next Kung Fu.
Wednesday beginning at 8 on PHL 17.
We asked several experts on wetness to help us introduce Dorney Park's newest ride. It's the tallest, fastest, wettest waterfall plunge ride in the world. And while it's a thrill ride for the whole family, we're afraid you must be at least 46 inches tall to ride it. After all, there's wet. And then there's wet.
Discount coupons available at participating Wendy's restaurants.
Good afternoon, Freedom Mortgage.
Freedom Mortgage understands that the best mortgage is no mortgage.
Freedom Mortgage.
Freedom Mortgage wants to provide you with freedom from your mortgage.
Freedom Mortgage. Freedom Mortgage.
If the interest rate on your mortgage is over 8%, you should refinance now. We could save you hundreds of dollars every month. When you call Freedom Mortgage, you're going to get fast, personal, expert service so that we can provide you with a mortgage that works for you instead of you working for your mortgage.
Need a new muffler? Remember, now more than ever at Meineke, you're not going to pay a lot, but you'll get a lot. I guarantee you.
Hi, I'm Ed O'Neill, and you're watching PHL 17, the home of the Phillies.
Well, the 4th of 5 business person specials coming up on our next homestand, August 12th against Montreal at 12:35. Always a great day. Baseball in the sun. Compliments of Mellon PSFS. Phils in Montreal, August 12th. BP special at 12:35. For tickets, call 463-1000 or stop by the Center City ticket office at Mellon PSFS at Broad and Chestnut Streets. And Dude O'Dowd will take care of your ticket needs. Prime Dog McGriff leads it off. Pops a foul back and out of play. McGriff in 13 games for the Braves, hitting .408, 7 homers, 13 RBIs. He's had a domino effect to their offense up and down the lineup. He's helped. Ground ball to Stocker at shortstop, and Fred McGriff is retired. His lifetime been a tough out for Terry Mulholland, too. Crime Dog, a .480 lifetime hitter against Mo. That'll bring on Terry Pendleton, who's batting at .261.
Have the Merkel family here from Woodstown, New Jersey. Glenn, Pam, Andy, Kim, Scott, and Kristen will follow the team to Florida.
It'll be a little hot down there in Florida. 1 ball and no strikes to Pendleton.
August in South Florida. Of course, it gets hot here in August, too.
Not too bad tonight. The game time temperature is 78 degrees. The humidity is up at 80%. 1 ball and 1 strike to Pendleton.
Thin clouds above us. Had rain earlier.
Not real heavy rains. They did have the field covered, so there was no batting practice. They hit in the cages underneath the stands. One ball and 2 strikes. Fouls it back. 60th birthday wishes to Bill Berry, #1 letter carrier in Wilmington, Delaware, from Larry Bucci and family. He chased a low pitch and he struck him out. Second strikeout for Mo Holland. 2 down here in the second. It'll bring on David Justice. Justice has been on a tear in his last 12 games, hitting at .452. He hit .357 in the month of July after a slow start. Overall batting at .264. Lifetime not a good average hitter against Mulholland, but he has hit 2 home runs off him. Lifetime a .214 hitter against Terry, and he's going to get a check swing here. Check swing base hit over the glove of Kevin Stocker. First hit given up by Mulholland.
They tried to hold it, but the bat stopped right where the ball was. Just over Stocker.
They'll bring on catcher Greg Olson, batting at .214. Justice at first base with 2 outs here in the second. Mike Batista, King of Prussia here. Business. Phillies baseball. 1 ball and no strikes to Olson. Kurt Schilling goes tomorrow night against Tom Glavine. And on Thursday night, Ben Rivera and Greg Maddux. Two balls and a strike to Olson. Phil's lead 3-0. We're in the bottom of the second. Two and two.
Took something off that pitch. Had Olson out in front. He wants to hit something long. Had to get a couple of quick runs. Hasn't hit many. He's hit 2.
Beats that ball foul. Still 2 and 2 to Olson. Count. Clubhouse visitor tonight before the game, Dale Murphy. Good to see Murphy. Looks great. Ground ball to third base. Hollins. Low throw, dug out by Kruk, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. After 2, Phil's lead 3-0.
Mountain man survival skills. The basics. A true mountain man must have a keen sense of direction, a certain physical dexterity, and a talent for surviving the most unforgiving climates. Of course, nothing is more key to a mountain man's survival than plenty of smooth bush beer and easy drinking bush life. So, head for the mountains and learn how the mountain man survives even the most grueling conditions.
David Hepworth exported baseball jerseys exclusively to Mexico, but now the game in his jerseys are catching on in Russia. Fortunately, AT&T's favorite nation options save him money on the 2 countries he calls most automatically, like Mexico and Russia, or wherever baseball catches on next. Favorite nation options only from AT&T. Far and away the best in the business.
son-of-a-gun protectant. Nothing works better on your car's leather, vinyl, and rubber. It can turn just about anything into a great-looking car.
Nice car. What, this pile of junk?
Give it the gun with Son of a Gun. Son of a Gun and one-step tire care. Now available at Pep Boys.
It's the 4th Business Person Special of the season. Compliments of Mellon PSFS. Thursday, August 12th at 12:35 when the Phillies play the young, explosive Expos. Put some exciting baseball on your calendar. Call 463-1000.
Lenny Dykstra leads off for the Phils. Was called out on strikes his first time up. 1 ball and no strikes to Dykstra. Just missing 2-0. Our trivia question tonight brought to you by Roy Rogers. Who are the 2 players in Major League history who have hit 100 or more home runs for 3 different teams in the Major Leagues? That one just misses. Avery is not real happy with Larry Vanover.
He's not getting the close pitches. That really makes a difference.
And that one just misses. So Dykstra's first time up, he got 3 borderline pitches, all for called strikes. And this time up, he doesn't get any borderline pitches, all for called balls. And Avery now has a word for Larry Vanover, and Bobby Cox is going to come out and try to settle down his young left-hander.
And get a word in to Larry Vanover. Better not get too many words in. You're not allowed to argue balls and strikes, at least to any length. You might, gripe about a pitch here and there, but Cox he's not mad at Avery. He's mad at the umpire.
Just trying to settle Avery down now. Uh-oh. Here comes that Larry Vanover.
Uh-oh.
Bobby will have a few words to say to him about...
Out of here.
Gone. Bobby Cox, gone. You can't argue balls and strikes. So Bobby Cox has been ejected here in the 2nd inning. In the 3rd inning, excuse me.
He's got it, he got it off his chest, but he's going to be in the clubhouse the rest of the game. He did have a few words to say.
Yeah.
More than a few. He got nothing to lose now. He might get a little extra, though, if he doesn't get out of there. Harry Wendelstedt, the crew chief, try to get him away.
Let's take a look at the last pitch that was called ball 4.
A couple earlier were closer than this. You see, that's
a strike. That's a strike.
Well, I don't. If I'm a hitter, that's not a strike. That's outside.
You're a hitter.
That's a ½ inch outside, Harry.
Oh, a ½ inch.
The plate's 17 inches wide. It's not 17.5 inches wide. It's not 17.25 inches wide. But 2 earlier pitches probably had the plate.
Here's Mariano Duncan. Dykstra walks for the 85th time. Tied for the league lead with teammate John Kruk in that department now. Duncan lined out to center his first time up.
Pretty good step-off move by Avery also. It's not Mulholland's, but it's not bad. Ooh. Oh. Olson's really getting on him. Avery couldn't believe it.
One ball and no strikes to Mariano Duncan.
don't believe I'd swing the bat.
2-0.
See what he. Now here's the first pitch. Well, that's probably a little low, you know.
I think that one's a little low, yeah.
But it's a pitch that's usually called a strike in the National League.
Off the same spot.
Yeah, maybe a tad higher, but it was borderline.
2-1.
You know what all that does also, it usually gets a pitcher out of his flow and messes up his mind, especially a young pitcher.
There's a step-off pickoff move. He bounced over there. Dykstra's stolen 26 bases. He's been thrown out 5 times. Phillies lead 3-0. We're in the third. There he goes. But it's foul down the right field side. Out of play.
Lenny had a great jump, but it was also a good pitch to hit. Good. Duncan had a pitch right where he liked it. It was up and out over the plate. Pitch that he likes to hit to the opposite field. He just fouled it off. Dykstra had an excellent jump.
Line drive hit to right field, taken on one hop by Justice. And the Phillies have their first 2 men on base here in the third.
And that was the pitch. Duncan got it right back, maybe up a little bit more, and lined it into right. Duncan's been a hot hitter since coming off the DL. Hit it right where it was thrown.
Brings on John Kruk. Krucker grounded out his first time up. Lifetime 1 for 4 against Avery. The one a home run. One strike to Kruk.
Kruk wants to pull the ball and move the runners. The last pitch was right there on the outside corner. That would have been a hard pitch for him to pull. I imagine Avery will try to stay out there.
Breaking ball just missed with it. He isn't missing.
No, he isn't.
1 ball and 1 strike. Did he go? Yep. The appeal to Wally Bell, who says he went 1 ball and 2 strikes. A little bit low. 2-2. Avery came in with the 9th lowest ERA in the league, 3.05. Mulholland's the 8th best, 3.02. This is a ground ball to second base. That's a double play ball. Now Kruk grounds into a 4-3 double play. Dykstra moves up to third.
Now that's the last thing he wanted to do. Got jammed a little bit on a fastball, and easy double play. Lemke turning it.
Sunday, August 15th, when the Phillies host the New York Mets, we have a brand new gift for youngsters 14 and under, a gray shirt that looks just like the Phillies road jersey, including the logo and the Phillies red. Compliments of Gatorade. That's Sunday, August 15th. The Phils and the Mets road jerseys for all youngsters 14 and under.
Ooh.
High towering foul just below us by Hollins. For tickets to that Sunday, August 15th game, just call 463-1000. Hollins got an infield single his first time up and scored a run. Fouls that one back and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to Dave Hollins. Dykstra at third base and 2 outs. Ground ball. Nice grab. Pendleton off balance throw. Got him, and that'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Phillies lead 3-0.
There are lots of ways to have fun at a baseball game besides the game. Now, the games. The Phillies give Colorado a Rocky Mountain Low Monday, August 23rd and Tuesday the 24th at 7:35 and Wednesday the 25th at 12:35 in a business person special. Then Cincinnati turns red Friday, August 27th at 7:35, Saturday the 28th at 7:05, and Sunday the 29th at 1:35 when kids get a baseball jacket free. Call 463-1000.
Your Quality Plus Ford dealers are #1 with the most versatile lineup of family wagons. Going on a picnic, to the store, or across country, there's a Ford wagon for every need. Now save up to $2,900 on a Ford Aerostar. Hurry, save thousands on every wagon in stock. Only at your #1 selling Quality Plus Ford dealer.
5 of the top 10 sellers, all American built quality. See your Ford dealer today. Get behind the wheel and turn the key.
An island that is wonderfully neat, with amazing sights on every street. Drives with a view, boats to do, houses painted rose and peach. And in just 2 hours, your bottom's on the beach. Bermuda, a short trip to the perfect holiday.
Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Bud Light. If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down, make it a Bud Light. By Jiffy Lube, America's favorite oil change. And by Pizza Hut. Call Pizza Hut Delivery now and have your pizza by the 6th inning. Mark Lemke leads it off for the Braves here in the bottom of the third. He's batting at .270. Switch hitter hitting a lot better right-handed than left, hitting .358 right-handed and .236 left-handed. Our trivia question of the night brought to you by Roy Rogers. Who are the 2 players in Major League history who hit 100 or more home runs for 3 different teams? One hopper, but Stocker right there. Lemke out on 1 pitch, 1 down.
How about that, the Kong?
Yeah, that's a good guess. Incorrect, however.
Kidding.
Davey Kingman is an excellent guess.
How about Reggie?
Reggie is correct. Mr. October has hit 100 or more homers for Oakland, for the New York Yankees, and for the California Angels. The other guy did it with 2 National League teams and 1 American League team.
Oh, but that Darrell Evans?
You got it. Darrell Evans is correct. Atlanta, San Francisco, and Detroit.
And there's another one, I guess, huh?
No, that's it.
Oh, I thought
Reggie Jackson.
3 of them.
No, 2. Avery out on strikes. 3rd strikeout for Mulholland. 2 down here in the 3rd. It'll bring up Otis Nixon, who was called out on strikes his first time up. Bills lead 3-0 on a 3-run home run by Pete Incaviglia. Fouls it back and out of play. Nixon not a real happy camper when Deion Sanders signed. Really cut down on his playing time. Hit .294 for the Braves last year.
Sanders will play against the right-handers.
Yeah.
Sid Bream kind of left out there in the shuffle too.
With Fred McGriff. 2-1. This is a foul over the Braves dugout and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Otis Nixon. Fouls it back, still 2-2. Another foul ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A little low, full count. Fouls that one away. 3-2 it holds to Otis Nixon with 2 out and no base runners here in the bottom of the 3rd. And another foul ball.
He's either going to have to throw it softer or Otis is going to have to start his swing a little sooner. He's just not getting around on Mulholland's fastball.
Ground ball to Mariano Duncan. Nixon retired. That'll be it for the Braves in the 3rd. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. Chris Wheeler joins Rich Ashburn in the 4th at the end of 3-0 Phillies.
The Bud Light Spotlight's on Phillies!
We'll tell you what we like with our Bud Light.
Beach volleyball and Bud Light. Give me the Flyers and a Bud Light.
Cheesesteaks?
Cheesesteaks. Cheesesteaks.
Enough already with the Philly cheesesteaks! Anything goes well with Bud Light. We like Bud Light and Dan.
Bud Light!
Bartender, we need a Bud Light.
Bert sells balloons. Bob sells balloons. Bert sells wacky gifts. Bob sells wacky gifts. Bert delivers. Bob delivers. So if Bob's got everything Bert's got, why is Bert busy and Bob not? Now, do you suppose Bert's got a big color ad in the book 9 out of 10 people use?
The genuine Bella Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Bella Atlantic Company.
Watch now. Reports of the legendary two-footed object have been growing.
Anything? Nothing.
Must be big. Even Chet's seen it.
We're getting something.
Coming over the hill,
Hit the lights, boy. Bigfoot.
Bigfoot Pizza, the legendary value from Pizza Hut. With 2 square feet and a tasty new crust you can't get anywhere else. All for $10.99.
Okay, folks, let's break it up.
Bigfoot Pizza, the biggest pizza you can get delivered.
Phillies will be at Veterans Stadium a week from tonight, August 10th. 2 night games against the Expos, Tuesday, Wednesday night at 7:35. And then the business person special on Thursday, August 12th at 12:35 start. Mets will be in for the weekend. Sunday is that Road Jersey Day. And the last time that those 2 clubs will be at Veterans Stadium, call the ballpark, 463-1000 for tickets. Here's Dalton, who walked. Fly ball center field, and Otis Nixon right there. Dalton out on one pitch. Dalton had walked and scored a run in the second inning. He scored ahead of Incaviglia's home run. There's Wheeler with us here in the fourth.
Incaviglia really hot right now, and you know when he gets like this, Fregosi talks about him, says he can carry a ball club for a while. Philly's seeing a lot of left-handed pitching, so his long balls are coming in handy.
3-run homer in the second. Strike on Incaviglia. Pete's hitting at .258 now. 17 homers. Chased a bad pitch. 17 homers, 63 runs batted in for Incaviglia. Fregosi behind the pole. Fouled into the crowd.
Fregosi watching Bobby Cox get thrown out. Think, oh, good. I'm glad that's not me tonight.
Been tossed out, what, 6 times this year?
Yeah, that was a good one the other day, too.
Well, Cox had a good one, too.
Yeah, well, he
got his money's worth.
He should have with some of those pitches.
Slowly hit. Lemke can't make the play. Incaviglia will get an infield single. No, he doesn't get many of those.
No, and Lemke had a hurry, too, on that. And Incaviglia really plays this game hard, and he busted out of the box. And, you know, a guy like Lemke has to think, well, Incaviglia, big guy, I'm going to have a little bit of time. But he didn't. He had to make the perfect play as he got jammed with that pitch. And right here he fumbles it because he saw how hard Incaviglia's running.
Incaviglia, one-out base runner for Wes Chamberlain, who grounded out his first time up. Wes hitting .276.
Phillies have 2 big guys on their club that can really run and who run hard on all those balls, and Dave Hollins and Incaviglia.
Avery's been in some trouble outside of the first inning. Chamberlain lays off a low outside pitch. Wes can hit the ball to the opposite field hard, too, as we saw Todd Pratt do on Sunday. Pratt had 2 homers and a double in that game. Couldn't even make the lineup tonight.
Wonder why.
Well, we're getting some foul balls shooting up in this direction tonight. A ball and a strike on Chamberlain. Nice to know that I'm sitting with a Marple Newtown shortstop.
Good field, no hit.
Hit hard, but fouled. Avery's ahead on the count, a ball and 2 strikes to Chamberlain.
I'm the one that feels comfortable being up here with your defensive prowess.
Don't be comfortable with me because I'm ducking. Too many things up here that ball could hit, including me.
Yeah.
That might be a double play. It is. That'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. Braves hitting the home fourth. Phillies lead 3-0.
On Real Stories of the Highway Patrol.
We're behind the vehicle now.
An Indiana highway turns into a smash-up derby, totaling troopers' cars left and right until officers bring a drunken woman to a crashing halt.
Smells like a brewery in here.
Plus,
step out of the car. Yes, you.
Cop suspicions of a deadly weapon are justified, putting a man behind bars. On the next Real Stories of the Highway Patrol.
Tomorrow at 7:30 on PHL 17.
Volvo wagons have always been a great place to put strollers and bicycles and toys and groceries, all kinds of things that you can just pile in the back. And with the extraordinary offer now on your screen, you'll actually have some money left over for strollers and bicycles and toys and groceries. All kinds of things that you can just pile in the back.
Boat. Boat Supreme. Dog. Dog Supreme. Bug. Bug Supreme. Bag. Bag Supreme. Taco. Taco Supreme.
The Taco Bell Supremes.
Nachos. Nacho Supreme.
Something special. The works.
Burrito. Burrito Supreme.
Everything we've got, starting at just 89 cents.
Bell. Bell Supreme.
Good evening, I'm Neil Hartman with a sports break in the American League tonight. No score, just underway in Texas. Boston leads Minnesota 1-0 in the second. The Orioles have just tied it up with Milwaukee. It's now 4-4 in the top of the fourth. In the fourth inning, New York 3, Toronto 0, 5-2. Cleveland out in front of Detroit in the fifth. And their 10:05 start in Oakland and in Anaheim. We send it back to Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. 3-0 Phils to the bottom of the fourth.
Thanks, Neil. Jeff Blauser, the batter. Ball one to Blauser. He flied out to right his first time up. Ball and a strike. Blauser, Gant, and McGriff, first three batters to face Mulholland here in the bottom of the fourth.
Belated wedding anniversary wishes to Bob and Sherry Hoffines.
Just missed, 2-1 the count.
And happy birthday tonight to Lisa Zoll and her husband Joe watching the ball game.
Hollins right to Kruk. One down here in the fourth.
Hollins is, I better, you say this and it'll go bad, but he is throwing a lot better lately. And I think they're getting him squared up better. One of Hollins' biggest problems is when he throws with his shoulder open. But watch how he's closed here. He's got good throwing form there. And as a result, he throws the ball well. When he opens up and starts throwing on the side, that's when he throws those sinkers over to first and gets in trouble.
When his arm gets away from him.
Right.
Yeah.
Same thing as a pitcher does. When a pitcher opens up the front shoulder, they get control problems. Well, when he gets his footwork messed up and he's open when he throws, that's when he starts to have problems.
Gant grounded out to Hollins his first at bat. Takes a strike. Gant hitting at .268. One of three Braves hitters who have 25 home runs. Popped him up. This is Hollins' ball. Whoa, truck coming over, way over. Whoa. I guess he got honed in on it. He wasn't going to give it up.
Mulholland didn't know what to do then. He was trying to direct traffic, and Kruk just ran everybody off.
The official 1993 Phillies gift and souvenir catalog, courtesy of Kellogg's, is now available. The catalog features all your favorite Phillies items, including jackets, jerseys, T-shirts, caps, and much, much more. And there's a special offer in that catalog from Kellogg's. McGriff, extra bases. A two-out double by Fred McGriff.
Mulholland started him with a breaking ball his first time up, and McGriff fouled it off. He came back and started him with a breaking ball in this one. He got out front a little bit, but watch how he keeps his hands back. He almost one-hands the ball, as he always lets go of the bat with that front hand. That's his swing, and he ripped it.
Wasn't that bad a pitch?
No, it was like they fell in a little bit of a pattern with him, though, and I think he looked for a breaking ball that time.
The special offer in that catalog we're talking about for Darren Dalton and Dave Holland's photo balls. You can get the catalog free by calling the Phillies at 463-1000 and ask for their souvenir and gift catalog. Pendleton takes outside, ball one. Pendleton struck out on a bad pitch his first time up. Pendleton hitting .261. He had a slow start this season. He's picked it up. McGriff's on second, 2 outs. That'll be right at Dykstra it is, and that'll retire the side. Pendleton hit it hard, but for Lenny Dykstra, no runs, a hit, 1 left on after 4 full innings. Phillies 3, Braves nothing.
work Saturdays and Sundays. It's not a job. It's a dedication. I don't think you can teach someone to tune. You just got to practice until it's natural, just like breathing. There seems something mystic about it. So much beauty comes out of music.
Mellon PSFS, you're why we do our very best.
It's Saturday. I'm not gonna mow the lawn. I'll hire him to mow the lawn and paint the garage. No, the garage. I'm dreaming big. With Super 7, I'll buy a car. No, cars. Meet exotic people. Not him, her. I'll be in the money. Moolah. Saturday. Super 7. If I can dream it, I can win it.
Live from Philly, it's Bud Light.
Bud Light is in the house! I'm talking about Bud Light.
Bud Light is slamming. We just want a Bud Light. Is that so wrong? Salute.
Hola, amigo.
Hey, Bud Light. Yeah! Birdman loves Bud Light.
I need a Bud Light. We live in Philly and we love Bud Light.
Ask for Bud Light.
Kevin Stocker leads it off. Stocker, Mulholland, and Dykstra to face Avery.
How they scored in the second inning. Holland safe at first base on a close play, and then Darren Dalton walked on some very close pitches, and Pete Incaviglia, 3-run homer down the line in right field. That's it.
Strike one on Stocker. Chasing a bad ball. He's hitting .393. You don't see him chase bad balls very often. That was that changeup.
Well, he hasn't faced too many pitchers of Steve Avery's quality either. This guy is really good.
That ball's hit pretty well. That's off the wall. Whoa, a two-strike pitch, and Stocker with a leadoff double.
Kevin Stocker just continues to impress. Now, Avery made an awful pitch then, and he knows it. I mean, he has Stocker where he can go a couple ways, and look what he does. He throws a high fastball middle into Stocker, and he almost hits it out of the ballpark. It's high off the wall in left field.
You got to remember also, Stocker is seeing all these pitchers for the first time ever.
Right. And you see a guy like Avery with the stuff he features, and he's really tough.
Well, Holland's up there to bunt. Stocker on second, nobody out. Curveball over.
They threw a rotation play on that time to the Atlanta Braves, sending the shortstop Blauser to cover third, Pendleton charging. And now Pendleton will go in, talk to Avery, and let him know what the play is. And if they change it, Pendleton will tell him that Avery will have third base responsibility, and a ball bunted there, and Pendleton's going to stay back.
It's a strike on Terry Mulholland. Took it low.
That's what they did then. Pendleton was going to stay back and give Avery the responsibility to field a bunt on the third base side. If he has time, he'll go to third. If not, then he throws to McGriff or Lemke covering it first. Most third basemen will put on the bunt plays.
Oh, whoa. Oh, you talk about some ugly base running.
Yeah, Stocker really made a big mistake there.
Only thing I can figure, Whitey, is he thought that ball was in the air longer than it was.
That ball wasn't in the air, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing you could think he thought he saw there, because it wasn't in the air very long. He just absolutely froze. McGriff couldn't believe it when he saw him wandering around out there. That's the first mistake I think we've seen Stocker make since he's been up here.
Really got him off the hook there. That was a good bunt by Mulholland, really. McGriff didn't even look at third.
No, Stocker, if he breaks right away on the ball on the ground, makes it easily, because McGriff had given up the runner going to third base. Just a bad base running play by Stocker.
So Dykstra, the batter. Lenny has walked and struck out. He scored a run. Right at Gant. Well, what looked to be a promising inning kind of fizzled out. No runs, a hit, nobody left. Braves batting in the 5th. Phillies lead 3-0.
Legend has it, Colonel Sanders' secret recipe for a new kind of chicken lay lost for years. Until one fateful day.
Rotisserie chicken recipe. Confidential.
The rest is history. Introducing the Colonel's Rotisserie Gold. Marinated, then slow roasted as only the uncontested master of great-tasting chicken would have done it.
You've still got it.
The Colonel's Rotisserie Gold. At KFC, we do chicken right.
Upon completing the rear axle of C diagram set using a 9-inch gripping wrench, tighten the C diagram set to secure the frame extenders to the housing mount. Congratulations, you built a tricycle. While the simplest things can be made complex, the challenge is making the complex simple. But that's what we do at Bell Atlantic Mobile, with straight answers, clear explanations, and with no assembly required. Bell Atlantic Mobile, advanced technology and people who make it mean something.
The Cadillac Eldorado has the performance answers to make driving enjoyable. A 200 horsepower V8, an electronically controlled transmission, and a speed-sensitive suspension. Eldorado also has the financial answers, because now you can lease a 1993 Eldorado for 24 months for only $469 a month with $21.93 down. And with terms like these, they're sure to go fast. See your Cadillac Super Network dealers.
Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. AT&T, because you're not the same as anybody else. There's the I plan. And by Nationwide Insurance. Nationwide is on your side. Your Nationwide Insurance agent in Brookhaven is Tom Breeze. David Justice leads off, bottom of the 5th. Takes a strike. He has the only hit off Mulholland. Well, the first hit off Mulholland, he got on a check swing back in the 2nd inning. Of course, McGriff has the other one, a double. Justice, Olson, and Lemke. Base hit. Jammed him on that one. So Justice with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 5th. He's 2 for 2.
That's why he said he jams him on this. Mulholland makes a good pitch in on Justice. He just fights it off and loops it into center field. Braves are getting Kent Merker up in the bullpen with a pitcher due to bat 4th in the inning.
Greg Olson, the batter, grounded out to Hollins his first time up. Greg hitting .213 infield, hoping for a double play ball. First time the Braves have had their leadoff runner on. In fact, the only 2 runners they've had have both come with 2 outs before this 5th inning leadoff single. Strike 1 on Olson. Pete Incaviglia's 2nd inning 3-run homer was scoring in this game. Missed with a curve. 1-1 the count. Here's Kent Merker. Looked pretty well. Dykstra going, can't get it. Oh, home run by Greg Olson. A 2-run homer, and the Phillies lead now 3-2. That was a high pitch. Olson's 3rd homer. Nobody out.
Braves are really explosive. You don't expect to see a home run off the bat of Greg Olson. The 1-1 pitch, and it was up and out over the plate, it looked like. And he hit a long way. That ball really jumped just to the left of dead center. Here you see the replay on it. Breaking ball, a high breaking ball, and Lenny Dykstra had to quit right there and hoped he could catch it off the wall, and it goes well over.
Close game. Phillies lead 3-2. Here's Lemke. who grounded out his first time up, takes a pitch for a ball.
That'll keep Avery in the game now, and Merker sat down now that the Braves are back in it.
Good pitch, 1-1 the count on Lemke, hitting at 269. He's a good little ball player, Mark Lemke.
I think he makes a double play with Robbie Thompson as the two best in the league. He's really quick.
Easy play for Dykstra. 1 out. Phillies and Braves are 3 wins apiece so far this season. They've both won 2 out of 3 in their own ballpark. Here's Avery, who struck out in his first at bat. 1 hopper right at Kruk. 2 outs. And the leadoff hitter, Otis Nixon, who has struck out and grounded out. 0 for 2, hitting at 232.
It's hot here tonight, but not like it is a lot of nights in Atlanta. High 70s at game time. Fairly humid, but played under a lot worse conditions down here, especially when you get here in the month of August. Rainy here today and mostly overcast at game time.
Strike 1 on Nixon. Who manages this team now? Corrales?
I don't know. I didn't notice who gave him the card. Oh, Jimmy Williams, we're told. Sure, because he had managerial experience also.
Yeah, they keep Corrales on the line.
Yeah. Yeah, Mazzoni's going to stay as a pitching coach. There's Jimmy Williams, who's the third base coach. So, he stays out there, and Corrales stays out at first, but he probably has the cards in his pocket after Cox had that quick exit tonight.
2 strikes on Nixon.
Looked like Cox made his point, too, because Vanover settled down a little bit, too. He really was struggling with balls and strikes, especially with Avery's pitches, and he seems to be, more in the zone now.
He did something that umpires never used to do, and that's fight back. I guess they're allowed to fight back, or maybe they even should fight back. I don't know, but umpires used to take your beef and kind of walk away and let it go. A little high, 2-2 on Nixon. In fact, a lot of the old-time umpires would not only walk away, they'd smile at you.
Yes, I threw you out.
Dykstra coasting over. That'll retire the side as Otis Nixon flies out, but damage. 2 runs, a 2-run homer by Greg Olson. 2 hits, nobody left. After 5 full innings, Phillies lead the Braves 3-2.
Hey, Jersey, I'm buying.
I drink Bud Light because I'm 245 pounds of U.S. steel and sex appeal.
He's unbelievable.
Jersey girls dig Bud Light.
Bud Light is made in New Jersey.
You know, we own that Statue of Liberty. They stole it from us.
Yo, bartender, Bud Light.
You want one too, don't you?
How about a Bud Light?
Yo, it's Jersey stuff. It's Bud Light, you know?
Bud Light, up and away.
The Cadillac DeVille has the safety answers, an anti-lock braking system, advanced airbag technology, and a 200 horsepower V8. DeVille also has the financial answers. Now you can receive a $3,000 special bonus from Cadillac when you purchase a new 1993 DeVille. And the $3,000 bonus on the Cadillac DeVille makes a safe investment even safer. See your Cadillac Super Network dealers.
Now, reports of the legendary two-footed object have been growing.
Anything? Nothing. Must be big. Even Chet's seen it. We're getting something.
Hit the lights, boys.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot Pizza, the legendary value from Pizza Hut, with 2 square feet and a tasty new crust you can't get anywhere else, all for $10.99.
Okay, folks, let's break it up.
Bigfoot Pizza, the biggest pizza you can get delivered.
After 5 innings, Steve Avery's given up 5 hits, 3 runs they're earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. For Terry Mulholland, 4 hits, 2 runs on the 2-run homer by Olson. Mulholland doesn't walk many. He hasn't walked anybody tonight. He struck out 3 thus far. The starter's still in here in a good ball game, Whitey.
Duncan is 1 for 2 with a single. Blauser. Ooh, whoa, that close. Just got him. Duncan out on 1 pitch.
Blauser took a little longer than he needed to on that play, and Duncan almost made him pay for it. One thing about the Phillies, and Fergosi has them playing this way, is they run out ground balls. I mean, that's the way this team is. Now, right here, he should have thrown the ball, but he doesn't. He takes a little extra step. He took the extra crow hop, then he saw he was in trouble, and he really gunned him and just got him.
Here's Kruk, 0 for 2. Grounded out, grounded into a double play. Outside on Kruk. Kruk's hitting .349. Hollins will bat next. Phillies lead 3-2, top of the 6th. Ball 2. Double plays have hurt the Phillies.
3 of them.
3 of them, yeah.
Oh, the funky one last inning on the base running mistake by Stocker really hurt him because it cost him a run.
3-0 to Kruk. On the outside corner. Oh, now see, that's ball 4.
Looked a little low, didn't it?
And outside.
That's what Kruk thinks.
Look at that. Look at this.
It's both.
Low and outside.
Definitely low.
Count holds at 3-2.
I'd like to send birthday wishes along to Jack Tobin. He'll be 79 years old tomorrow. Jack out in Newtown Square from St. Anastasia's. My dad used to be in shows with him out there. And he graduated from Villanova University recently at that age.
Fouled away again.
Jack Tobin, great guy, and I got a nice letter from his son John, so I remember that family well, and happy birthday to Jack.
Jack doesn't realize how old he is, does he?
Really? That's just great.
Kruk with a base hit. A 1-out single for John Kruk. And the batter will be Dave Hollins. Dave has an infield single, has scored a run and grounded out. When it comes to a Phillies game, it's the more the merrier. Let the Phillies sales group office help you bring out your group of 25 or more. Plus, there's always something extra when you bring out a group, including getting your group name in lights. Find out more about group sales and groups. Call the Phillies at 463-5000. Get them out there in a group. Strike 1 on Hollins.
Avery's been working Hollins with changeups. He's very good, has a very good changeup away to these right-handed batters.
Good block. Let's pause for station identification on the Phillies television network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL-TV, Philadelphia.
A ball and a strike on Hollins. Kruk's on first, 1 out. Top of the 6th. 2-1 the count. Phillies lead it 3-2. Three runs, 6 hits for the Phillies, 2 runs, 4 hits for Atlanta. Just inside. Fans are reacting to everything close. That pitch was a ball. Dalton waits on deck. Walked him. Kruk goes to second. Hollins to first. Dutch Dalton, the batter. The third walk given up by Steve Avery. Dalton has walked, scored a run, flied out to center.
There's Leo Mazzoni. Same hometown as John Kruk in Kaiser, West Virginia, getting on the phone to get somebody up. Merker was up earlier, and he's going to get up again. So is Steve Bedrosian.
Yeah, if Dalton does something here, then I think Avery would be out of there. 2 on, 1 out. Missed outside with that slider. Ball 1. Dutch hitting at 253.
No, you're right about that, Whitey, but the problem was, and Mazzoni recognizes it right away, is that they just got up. So if he were to have trouble with Dalton and Dalton get a base hit quickly and they want to make a pitching change, there's no way Bedrosian would be ready yet. So Mazzoni's going to go out there for 2 reasons. One, to talk to his pitcher, and the other, to buy a little bit of time for his bullpen to get ready. I mean, Bedrosian just throwing his 3rd warm-up pitch at this point.
Leo Mazzoni is a good pitching coach, at least according to his pitchers. Ball 1 on Hollins.
Must be a fun staff to work with, huh?
Ooh.
Not bad.
Kruk and Hollins, the base runners. Ball 2. Throwing him 2 sliders, both missed outside. Dutch ought to be able to get a fastball here, shouldn't he?
But what Avery's done well tonight is jam a lot of hitters when they're ahead in the count.
Here's ball 3. You don't green light him, do you?
Not with Incaviglia on deck.
No, I agree. A walk would hurt him. We'll see. Right down the pipe. 3-1 on Dalton.
And he was obviously taking all the way.
Like a fastball sign. That was one of those borderline pitches. Avery got that call, and it's a full count. Dalton thought this was outside.
Looked like a pretty good pitch. There's a pitches he kept missing on him. I don't think they'll
Not
run
a good
here
pitch
either.
If you're a hitter.
Oh, if you're a pitcher, you want it.
Yeah. Fouled it off. Gave him a slider. Pretty good one too.
Dalton was really lucky to even put that ball in play then, because 3-2 slider. You know, he's thinking fastball in that situation. You saw him just have a late swing at it, almost to spoil it.
Almost out of the catcher's mitt.
Yeah, watch how late he swings at this, because he's thinking fastball, and all of a sudden here comes a breaking ball right off the end of the bat.
Fouled off a high pitch. That was a fastball.
But he gets him late on a 3-2 fastball because he just put breaking ball in his mind. I mean, they got a real mind game working out there with Dalton now on 3-2. And a hitter like Incaviglia on deck, because Dalton has to think he'll get a fastball with Incaviglia there.
Runners not moving on any of those 3-2 pitches. The ball's hit a mile in the air. It's going to stay in the ballpark. Justice. Oh, Dalton just missed that. Kruk tags at second and goes to third.
Boy, he just missed a long home run then.
Incaviglia, the batter.
See Dalton on the 3-2 pitch. Ball ran back into him a little bit, and he just got under it.
Runners first and third, 2 outs for Incaviglia. Wonder if he'll make a pitching change here. What do you think?
Didn't look like it. It looked like what they were doing was checking out the dugout. Olson spent a lot of time out in front of the mound. He wanted them to give him a sign from Jimmy Williams on what they want him to do should the runner on first, Hollins, break.
Well, they're not going to do any running here with Incaviglia up there. Ripped it foul. Out of about 50 yards foul. Strike one on Enke.
Phillies have had a lot of chances in this game. They got the 3-run homer out of Pete early, and they've had some other shots at Avery and haven't been able to do anything with them.
And Cavalia's 2 for 2, 3-run homer and an infield single. Oh, what a play. Blauser robbed him of another run. Whoa. Great play, Jeff Blauser, and that'll retire the side. No runs, a hit, 2 left on. Braves batting in the 6th. Phillies lead 3-2.
Quality Plus Ford dealers are #1 with the most versatile lineup of family wagons. Going on a picnic, to the store, or across country, there's a Ford wagon for every need. Now save up to $2,900 on a Ford Aerostar. Hurry, save thousands on every wagon in stock. Only at your #1 selling Quality Plus Ford dealer.
5 of the top 10 sellers, all American built quality. See your Ford dealer today. Get behind the wheel and turn the key. Do you want your car done right?
If you want your car done right, it has to be done by the right people.
We take care of our customers. We do the job right.
Quality all the way.
Experience counts.
It was said in privacy, but said to the people who more or less control the Hall of Fame.
Pitching coach Joe Kerrigan out to talk to Facero. We mentioned that Facero's major league high in innings pitched is 6th. He's in his 6th inning, and for that reason,
money. Well, we have so many choices at Nationwide, and my job is to make you aware of your options. She's always there with an answer. That's the way we're trained, to be very knowledgeable and to be there when people really need you the most. And that's important.
Agents like Margaret are Nationwide.
Nationwide is on your side.
Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by the Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company.
Well, here's Avery with the ball up the middle. Looks like a base hit. Now, Blauser's a guy they used to take out for defense because he wasn't a very good shortstop. Makes a dive. The ball came up a little. Good hop he got, and makes a terrific flip to Lemke, and they get Hollins at second base. And Braves have made some good defensive plays tonight, and the Phillies don't get a run out of a situation where it looked like they were going to get one.
And Blauser leads it off here. Takes low for a ball. He's 0 for 2. Flied out, grounded out. Hitting at 300 right on the nose. Blauser, Gant, McGriff to face Mulholland. Oh, what a play by Dave Hollins. You better throw it, Dave. Oh!
He didn't get out of his glove.
He makes a great stop there, and then all of a sudden he couldn't get the ball out of the glove. That wasn't one of those too many crow hop things, I don't think. I think he couldn't get it out.
Well, he made a great play stopping the ball, that's for sure.
Oh, it was a double off the bat. It's a tremendous play as it's going down the line for a double. But watch, he can't get it out, right?
Well, he got it out.
Yeah, but look, right there. It's in his glove, and he reaches in again. He can't get the ball out of the glove. Couldn't get a grip on it the second time.
Why did he put it in there the second time?
Well, I can't answer that one. I can just tell you what he did.
Blauser represents a tying run on first. Nobody out. Ron Gant, the batter. Throw to first. Blauser safe. Gant's grounded out. Popped out. Hitting .268. A pretty good ball game we have going here. Ball 1 to Gant.
Got to make the defensive plays in this business. The Braves have shown that tonight. They played well defensively in this game. Hollins right there makes a terrific play but doesn't finish it off, and now you give the Braves life with the 3-4-5 coming up.
Oh,
he looked like he had him then.
No, well, Harry Wendelstedt might have called that play too soon. Oh,
he's out. Sure he was.
I don't believe that.
He was out. Hey, look, you could tell he was out from up here. I mean, the only one to miss, that's the guy that counts. Jeez.
Ball 2. You know, umpires have...
There it is again. He's out.
Umpires have nothing to do but stand there and call the play accurately. And that really wasn't that close.
No, he had him.
Meanwhile, Mulholland's 2-0 on Gant. Strike called.
Oh, Wendelstein may have missed that play in the first inning or the second inning on Hollins. Looked like he might have been out.
Yeah, he was out.
Yep. So he's had a little trouble down there tonight.
Two and 1 to count to Gant. Oh. 3-1. Pretty close.
That's trouble on deck.
That's where Mulholland really has to reach back and get a little extra somewhere. Fouls it back easily. Base hit right in the hole. Braves have their first 2 runners on here in the 6th. Nobody out for Fred McGriff. And he won't be bunting.
No.
He's 1 for 2 with a double.
Shows Johnny Padres out. Phillies have not had the bullpen up at all tonight.
The Phillies want to stay away from a big inning. They don't want to get involved in a 3 or 4 run inning here.
Now they're going to get Roger Mason up. There he is. They love him in Atlanta. He's only been here for 13 games, but what production already.
Hauser and Gant, the base runners, bottom of the 6th, nobody out. Phillies have a 3-2 lead. It's in some jeopardy. You're going to go to third. Good play, Stocker. Why is Hollins tagging the runner?
I don't know.
All he had to do was get the force.
Nice play by Stocker, though. Good anticipation. The ball hit to his right, not a double play ball. With 1 out, you might go to second. With nobody out, you go to third to keep that runner away. Maybe he didn't know where the bag was.
He almost dropped the ball. He had his foot on the bag.
The only thing I can figure is he was backing up a little bit and he wasn't sure where the bag was. But look at him. See, this is where Stocker's in the game. You don't go to second on this play. You go to third and get the force out there.
Got his foot right on the bag.
Well, I don't know.
It was a big out.
But I like the way he makes that play, Stocker. That means you really have your head in the game.
Runners first and second, 1 out. And Terry Pendleton, the batter, has struck out and lined out to center. He's 0 for 2. This is a guy that was a tough out in this kind of a situation, Terry Pendleton. Off the end of the bat, foul ball. Cue shot. Strike 1 on Pendleton.
But Pendleton was way out in front of that first pitch. He was swinging first ball, fastball to drive it somewhere. Right off the end of the bat. That Wohlers, isn't it? Mark Wohlers, hard throwing right-hander getting up. First time we've seen him in the pen tonight.
That McBride been their closer lately.
McMichael.
McMichael. There's 1 out. Double play. Whoa. Was that a break? That's some bad base running there by Ron Gant. And that'll retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left on. Harry Kellis joins Wheels here in the 7th after 6 full. Phillies lead 3-2.
It's often taken for granted, yet it's as precious as the very air we breathe. It's called freedom. And it's what inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new Personal Choice, a health plan that offers people the low costs of an HMO without asking them to give up what they value most, their freedom. Personal Choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
The Bud Light Spotlight's on Phillies!
We'll tell you what we like with our Bud Light.
Beach volleyball and Bud Light. Give me the Flyers and a Bud Light.
Cheesesteaks?
Cheesesteaks. Cheesesteaks.
Enough already with the Philly cheesesteaks. Anything goes well with Bud Light.
We like Bud Light and Dan.
Bud Light! Bartender, we need a Bud Light.
David Hepworth exported baseball jerseys exclusively to Mexico, but now the game and his jerseys are catching on in Russia. Fortunately, AT&T's favorite nation options save him money on the 2 countries he calls most automatically, like Mexico and Russia, or wherever baseball catches on next. Favorite nation options only from AT&T. Far and away the best in the business.
It's a really good-looking Phillies road jersey, free for kids 14 and under, compliments of Gatorade, when the Phillies play the Mets Sunday, August 15th at 1:35. Get a free new jersey when the Phillies play New York. Call 463-1000.
After 6 innings of play, it's the Phillies 3 and the Braves 2. Tomorrow at 8, Darian tracks a fugitive treasure hunter and his present-day wife on time tracks only on PHL 17. Back for play-by-play, Harry Callis.
Thanks, Wheels, and Wes Chamberlain leads it off. Takes a strike and then fouls one off. No balls and 2 strikes to Chamberlain. He is grounded out and grounded into a double play. Bills lead 3-2. Hits are even at 6 apiece. 3-run homer for Incaviglia. 2-run homer for Greg Olson. He fists one over the head of Blauser and into left field for a base hit. So Chamberlain, a leadoff base runner for Kevin Stocker.
Both these pitchers are doing a good job coming inside at certain points, especially Avery. He's broken about 4 or 5 bats tonight of the Phillies. And he had Chamberlain set up. He knows Chamberlain dives into the ball, so he busts the cut fastball right on his hands. But Wes is so strong, he just hits it over Blauser's head.
7th game between these 2 teams, and each game has been really exciting. These have been great games between the Bills and the Braves.
Yeah, they match up pretty well, these 2 teams.
1 strike to Stocker, who has struck out and doubled.
And made a rare mistake since he's come up here. He made a base running mistake last time. Surprised to see him do it because he's so fundamentally sound.
He really is. Fans here at Fulton County Stadium now going to the wave. Line drive, fair ball to right field. Heading for third is Chamberlain, and the Phillies have runners at first and third. With nobody out here in the 7th, Stocker's second hit.
Nice piece of hitting by Stocker. He's watched Avery work away a lot tonight early in the count, and then he comes back inside for the kill. So early in the count, it looked like he was looking for something away. And here comes Steve Avery going away with a breaking ball, and he just lines it down the line. Good base running by Chamberlain as he first to thirds.
Now, Terry Mulholland talking to Larry Boa about what they want Mulholland to do. Probably Whitey Ashburn's least favorite play, which would be bunting to get the runner to second base.
Yeah, but it's a play you have to do here because Mulholland's a weak hitting pitcher. You have Lenny Dykstra on deck. You bunt here. Phillies have had some chances, a lot of chances tonight, and they need to get something out of this.
Bills lead by a run, 3-2. Allen showing bunt. Takes it right down the middle for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
It's an interesting call.
Well, where was it?
Right down the middle for a ball. He was accurate as usual.
1 ball and no strikes to Mulholland. Bunts it foul.
Mulholland was trying to do too much with that bunt. He sees Pendleton charging and McGriff hanging back a little bit, so Stocker doesn't get too good a jump, so he tried to direct it towards first, and he bunted it foul. They're not going to take a bunt off, I don't think. I think they want him to get it down no matter what the count is.
Stocker not a big lead.
McGriff has to be careful not to leave too early, because Stocker will run. So that's why where you want to bunt the ball now is to the first base side if you can.
A slug bunt. They get the out at second. Ball gets away from McGriff, and here comes Chamberlain, and he scores. And the Phillies lead it 4-2. So they put the slug bunt on. It looked like it might be a disaster at first, but it ended up getting a run home. And Mulholland's safe at first on the low throw.
Well, the slug bunt is the option of the hitter, whether or not the bunter or the hitter, whatever you want to call Mulholland in that case, wants to do it or not.
Would have been a double play except for the good slide, the takeout slide right here by Kevin Stocker.
Yeah, he gets a good piece of Blauser.
Right.
But that's why you don't want the hitter swinging away necessarily in that spot, because you hit into a double play. And as I said, that is not a sign that's put on. That's up to the batter.
So they get the out at second base, but Chamberlain scores on the air, I would assume, on Blauser. But a good takeout slide by Kevin Stocker helped get that run home. And Stocker just peeled off. It's a double play. Chamberlain still at third. One ball and one strike to Lenny Dykstra, who has struck out, walked, and lined out to left. One and two.
T. Lenny saying something to the home plate umpire.
Larry Vanover has been getting it from both sides. Bobby Cox ejected from this game in the third inning, arguing balls and strikes. Popped him up toward shortstop. Blauser waits, squeezes it. Dykstra out, 2 down. That'll bring up Mariano Duncan. Duncan is lined out to center. He is singled and grounded out. Bills lead it 4-2. Little tapper right back at Avery, and he throws out Duncan. That will retire the side. The Bills get a run, though, on 2 hits, 1 costly error, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom half of the 7th, stretch time at Fulton County Stadium. 4-2 Phillies.
Hollywood, where dreams come true.
Don't believe nothing you hear and only half of what you see.
But not for everyone.
How old were you when you started prostituting?
About 14.
Wavelength talks one-on-one with the kids surviving on the streets of L.A.
You have to think a lot, you have to worry a lot, and you get scared sometimes.
Can you go back?
No, I can't find my parents.
Wavelength. Just watch it.
If you see this on TV, Mom, I love you a lot.
Tomorrow at 5:30 on PHL 17.
Two hours from here, the sailing's outrageous. The cycling is glorious. The rhythm contagious. There's cricket to cheer, mopeds to hop on. And when you're exhausted, a pink beach to plop on. Bermuda, a short trip to the perfect holiday.
Okay, panel. How can you recognize the genuine Yellow Pages?
It has a yellow cover.
Good.
It says a Belle of Pennsylvania on the front.
Right.
It has more choices inside.
Yes! That's how you tell a genuine article from mere imitators. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
The genuine Belle of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company.
Hi, I'm Dick Vermeil with the Blue Cross Blue Shield Health Tip. How can you lower your cholesterol levels? Control your weight? Eat more fiber-rich foods? Eat less saturated fats? Avoid foods high in cholesterol. The best way to lower your cholesterol is by doing all of the above.
Summary on the ball game. You see the totals as the Phillies lead it by 2. Mostly it's been home runs. Pete Incaviglia's 3-run homer in the 2nd inning. Greg Olson's 2-run homer in the 5th. And then the error by Blauser on the slug bunt by Terry Mulholland, the top of the 7th, gives the Phillies a little bit of breathing room as they have the 2-run lead.
4-2 Phils, and David Justice will lead it off. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Terry Mulholland working here in the bottom of the 7th. Check swing. He got a hit on a check swing his first time up, not this time. Mulholland had to make a good play, though. If that ball gotten over Mulholland, would have been another check swing hit. 1 down.
Terry said that earlier David Justice had a check swing, got a line drive on that one. This one, he just check swing, a little high hopper. And Terry Mulholland with a good play. That is a base hit if it gets over his head.
Yeah. Here's Greg Olson, who was grounded out and accounted for the Braves offense with a 2-run home run, his 3rd home run of the year. He doesn't hit many of them. And he really has not this year hurt the Phils until tonight. Lifetime 173 hitter against Phillies pitching.
Hit a curveball for his homer.
Beats the ball foul. Right at Jim Fregosi. Right off his hand, too. He'll hear about it.
A hand that was
not necessarily from the guys in the dugout, but certainly from us.
Yeah, we'll mention that.
Ball was not sharply hit either.
Well, he's not the sharp fielder he used to be.
What was he, a 6-time All-Star?
6-time.
Yeah, he was
sometimes you hear people
shortstop.
They talk about him at home sometimes like he's some dum-dum.
Yeah, really.
Really?
A great career. Off the end of the bat into shallow left center. Look out. Who caught it? Nobody. It gets by both of them, and Olson ends up at second base. It's a type of ball that you just can't call. There's no time to call, so both Incaviglia and Dykstra go and full bent for it.
Right, you have a guy who just hit a 400-foot home run his last time up and takes that full swing again. And the ball's in no man's land. It isn't hit very high, and Dykstra might have touched it a little bit as it went over Incaviglia. Luckily, they didn't collide.
Yeah, that's amazing. So it'll go as a double, a looping double. Runner at second base, 1 out for Mark Lemke.
Francisco Cabrera, Frankie as they call him here, has moved into the on-deck circle to bat for Avery as Mike Stanton is throwing. There is Cabrera, that hero of Game 7 of the playoffs last year.
Ground ball right back at Mulholland. Oh, they got him in a rundown, and a good play by Terry. They get the lead runner Olson out. Mulholland to Stocker, 2 down.
Really a bad base running play by Greg Olson, who's not a good runner at all. I mean, he has to make sure this ball goes by Mulholland with his team down by 2 runs. Mulholland picked him, and then Stocker has an easy play once he grabs it.
That'll bring on Francisco Cabrera batting for Avery. He's hitting at .275. As a pinch hitter, 8 for 37, including a home run. So it is Cabrera here.
Really stay away from this guy. Like that. That's a good pitch, even though it's low. Cabrera is a middle-in, high ball, fastball hitter and has good power.
1 ball and no strikes. 2 balls and no strikes. Lemke at first base, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Phil's on top, 4-2.
They put Dave Hollins on the line at third, guarding against an extra base hit.
Oof. He jerks a foul.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what he is. I mean, he swings hard all the time. You can fool him with off-speed stuff, but don't make a mistake middle into it.
2-1 to Cabrera, who hit at 9 miles, but way foul. There's Hollins on the line. Step off, pick-off move, and back in time is Lemke. Again, but he gets back. Threw it right to the glove, but called a ball, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike now to Cabrera. Line shot to left center field. That's a hit. Extra bases. Lemke being waved around third. Throw is late. He scores standing, and it's now a 4-3 game on a pinch double by Cabrera.
But Darren Daulton put down 1 away. He won a fastball away from Mulholland, where where we were talking about where you want to pitch Cabrera, but he got a fastball middle in. Watch where it is. See, Daulton wants the ball away, and the ball's right down the middle, and Cabrera is a real good fastball hitter.
Phillies now get Larry Anderson and David West up in the bullpen as Johnny Padres comes out to talk to Terry Mulholland.
And Belliard comes out to run for Cabrera.
Rafael Belliard at second base, and Otis Nixon will be the batter. Nixon is struck out, grounded out, and flied out. So the Braves back within 1. It's 4-3 here in the bottom of the 7th. One ball and no strikes to Otis Nixon. Ball center field. Dykstra backtracking a couple of steps and makes the grab, and that will retire the side. Atlanta gets a run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We move to the 8th. Bills lead by a score of 4-3.
Live from Philly, it's Bud Light.
Bud Light is in the house! I'm talking about Bud Light.
Bud Light is slam! We just want a Bud Light, is that so wrong? Salute.
Hola, amigo.
Hey, the Bud Light, yeah! Birdman loves Bud Light.
I need a Bud Light. We live in Philly and we love Bud Light.
Ask for Bud Light.
Son of a gun protectant. Nothing works better on your car's leather, vinyl, and rubber. It can turn just about anything into a great-looking car.
Nice car.
What, this pile of junk?
Give it the gun with Son of a Gun. Son of a Gun and one-step tire care. Now available at Pep Boys.
To celebrate the introduction of KFC's new Colonel's Rotisserie Gold Chicken, PHL 17 and KFC want to send you to Jamaica. When you stop by and try the Colonel's new Rotisserie Gold Chicken, deep marinated and slow roasted to perfection, fill out an entry blank for a chance to bask in a warm glow of your own. One grand prize winner will enjoy a trip for two to sunny Jamaica, and two second prize winners will enjoy a Phillies game from the luxurious Superbox. Let KFC and PHL 17 take you to Jamaica and enjoy the Colonel's Rotisserie Gold Chicken.
Phillies game on Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Budweiser, the king of beers. It reminds you friends know when to say when. By Bell Atlantic Mobile, advanced technology and people who make it mean something. And by your local Quality Plus Ford dealer, where you'll find 5 of the top 10 best-selling vehicles in America. New pitcher for the Braves is Mike Stanton.
Probably wonder why, as we look at the numbers on Stanton, why would you bring in your closer right now, a guy with 27 saves in the 8th inning when you're a run behind? The reason would have to be that the Phillies have these left-handed hitters coming up in Kruk and then Dalton. So they want to go with Stanton. McMichael's been closing a few games for them, so they have another guy that they feel can close a ball game. So they go with their ace closer in the 8th inning down by a run. You don't see this very often.
Stanton 4-3 with those 27 saves, a 3.82 ERA. And John Kruk, the first one to face him. Pops him up in the infield. Shortstop Blauser drifting out into the outfield grass, puts it away. Kruk out, one down. That'll bring on Dave Hollins, who was single grounded out and walked.
Larry Anderson's throwing in the bullpen as if he's coming into this game in the 8th inning.
Very well could be.
You see him. Braves have 2 straight right-handed batters coming up in Blauser and Gann, and then McGriff.
Bills lead by a run, 4-3. 1 ball and no strikes to Hollins.
There's Terry Mulholland. Could be finished for the night. We'll see.
I think he probably is.
Appears to be.
Well hit to deep left field, and this ball's way out of here. A tremendous home run by Dave Hollins, number 12 for him. And the Phils once again take a 2-run lead, 5-3.
Well, Harry, we talked about, as you see Mulholland there on the bench, we talked about bringing in Stanton to pitch in the inning where Kruk and Dalton are there. But you still have to get through Dave Hollins from the right side, who's very, very difficult for left-handers, and he didn't do it. He got Kruk out, and Hollins hits a home run off Stanton. So they gambled bringing their closer in down by a run in the 8th, and at this point it didn't work.
Just the 3rd home run given up this year by Stanton, and Hollins really crushed that ball. Here's Darren Dalton, who has walked and scored a run, flied out to center and flied to deep right. Phillies now with 109 home runs as a team lead the league over the Braves, who have 107. Dalton has good numbers against this left-hander Stanton. He's 4 for 9, including a home run.
There's Dave Hollins, who hit that long home run to left field. Hollins actually smiled on the field tonight when Kruk got that pop-up in front of him. Never seen him smile on the field before. It was kind of a smile.
2 balls and a strike to Darren Dalton.
Stanton thought he had Dalton struck out in a game at Veterans Stadium last year. Then Dalton hit a home run off him, and then Stanton got thrown out of the game.
Way inside, it gets by Olsen all the way to the backstop. 3-1.
There's Mark Wohlers getting up again in the bullpen. We also notice in the Phillies dugout that Kim Batiste is getting loose. So with a 2-run lead, looks like he's going to bring him in for defense.
Bills leading at 5-3. Full count now to Dalton with 1 out. Fregosi and Dennis Menke, clubhouse man Joey Dunn, who just celebrated a birthday. Behind them, Dalton's aboard with a walk.
Now you might see them go to Walrus.
With the right hand hitting Pete Incaviglia. Yep, here comes Jimmy Williams. Bobby Cox was ejected from this game in the third inning. So they'll go to the right-hander Mark Wohlers. Mark Wohlers coming on. Pitching change for the Braves. We're in the 8-5-3 Phils. Back after these messages.
From 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue to right here in Pennsylvania, people are searching for new choices in health care.
The costs are strangling me.
Which inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new personal choice.
It seems like you always have to give something up.
A health plan that gives people the benefits of an HMO.
No one has the right to tell me what doctor I can see.
Without asking them to give up their freedom. Personal choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
If you've got a group of 25 or more, we'll give you a great time at a Phillies game. For all the details about a special package for your group at a Phillies game, call 463-5000.
Travel arranged through U.S. Air with daily nonstop service to Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, and Seattle. To the West Coast, U.S. Air begins with you. Mark Wohlers, the new pitcher. This is his 22nd game. He's won 5, lost none, no saves, a 2.31 ERA. Only given up 14 hits in 23 of the third innings, 6 earned runs, 23 strikeouts. He averages a strikeout per inning and 7 walks.
Phillies are not going to hit for Incaviglia either. With a 2-run lead, and he's hot right now, is Pete Incaviglia. Fergosi's thinking on this would be, well, I'm going to leave him in the game because he's hot. There would have been a point in the season a few weeks ago where he would have hit for him here and used Thompson and get the better defense also.
But the Braves do have Merker back up in the bullpen, the left-hander.
Exactly. And so he's ready out there too, so he'd rather take this matchup, Wohlers and Incaviglia, as opposed to Thompson and Merker.
Wohlers, of course, would have to face one batter, but if the Phillies hadn't thoughts of pinch hitting Eisenreich for Chamberlain, then Merker is up in that eventuality. 1 ball and no strikes to Incaviglia.
It's a good game tonight. All kinds of little strategic moves going on. As you said, Harry, the Phillies and Braves play a lot of good games.
They really do. One and 1 to Incaviglia. Incaviglia has hit a 3-run homer as an infield single and was robbed of a hit on a great play by Jeff Plauser. Chase the low breaking ball.
I think we've ever seen a team play Incaviglia the way the Braves are right now. They have the center fielder, Nixon, way over in right center. Look where he is. It's almost as if they figure, well, Wohlers is just going to pitch him the way he did there, throw everything away from him, and they'll take their chances that Incaviglia is not going to hook a ball into the alley. Now, they have moved Gant way off the line in left field, too, to try and take away some of that. See where the left fielder is.
Yeah, he has a lot of a left field line to work with, but Wohlers throws hard.
Throws hard, and he has the breaking ball that he's keeping away from him.
Miss with a breaking ball, 2-2.
Charlie Huff has the Cardinals shut out through 4 so far. The ancient one. The Phillies will see him in the series in Florida.
1-0 Florida. Oh, he chased a pitch that bounced up there, and Incaviglia's out on strikes.
Rollers really made him look bad. Breaking balls.
And we'll bring on Wes Chamberlain.
We'll stay with the right-handed hitters in this spot with Merker in the bullpen.
Wes is 1 out of 3. He has scored a run. Phil's lead 5-3 here in the 8th inning.
And you'll probably see Fregosi go to Eisenreich to play right field after this half inning, and Batiste at third.
1-0 to Chamberlain. Line drive, fair ball down the right field line. Dalton heading for third, and he'll have to hold on at third base. Chamberlain a double to right. So the Phillies have runners at second and third with 2 outs for Kevin Stocker.
I think Chamberlain, real hard fastball by Waller's a late swing. He just hits it down the line. They were playing him over even further than they were playing in Cavilla.
Now Stocker with the runners at second and third. And Jim Eisenreich has moved into the on-deck circle. So they will pitch to Stocker. One ball and no strikes. Here's Eisenreich. One and one. Stocker 2 out of 3 has struck out, doubled, and singled.
Comes Larry Anderson in. He will pitch the 8th.
Compact line drive speared by Lemke, and that'll retire the side. Phil's got a run on the homer by Dave Hollins. 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Phillies lead 5-3.
Boat. Boat Supreme. Dog. Dog Supreme. Bug. Bug Supreme. Bag. Bag Supreme. Taco. Taco Supreme.
The Taco Bell Supremes.
Nachos. Nacho Supreme.
Something special. The works.
Burrito. Burrito Supreme.
Everything we've got, starting at just 89 cents.
Bell. Bell Supreme.
The metal cylinder is secured and turned in a counterclockwise motion, causing the internal railing to rise and disengage. It's easy to make something as simple as opening a jar complex. The challenge is making the complex simple. But that's what we do at Bell Atlantic Mobile. We take cutting-edge technology and place it comfortably in your hands. Bell Atlantic Mobile. Advanced technology and people who make it mean something.
It's Saturday. I'm not going to mow the lawn. I'll hire him to mow the lawn and paint the garage. No, the garage. I'm dreaming big. With Super 7, I'll buy a car. No, cars. Meet exotic people. Not him. Her. I'll be in the money. Moolah. Saturday. Super 7. If I can dream it, I can win it.
Good evening, I'm Neil Hartman with a sports break in the National League. As you heard from the guys, Florida does lead St. Louis 1-0. They're in the 5th inning. Los Angeles trails Houston 1-0 in the 6th. It's 3-2 Cincinnati out in front of Colorado in the 7th. In the 8th inning, Montreal 3, New York 1. Bobby Bonilla with his 23rd home run. Pittsburgh this afternoon beat Chicago 7-3, and San Francisco takes on San Diego at 10:05 tonight. The St. Louis Cardinals contract extensions for the manager and general manager Joe Torre and Dow Maxfield. Back to Atlanta, 5-3 Phils, bottom of the 8th to Harry and Wheels.
All right, thanks, Neil. And Jim Eisenreich comes into play right field. He'll hit in the 9 spot. Kim Baptiste coming into play third base. He will bat in the 4 spot, and Larry Anderson is the new pitcher. He would bat in the number 7 spot. Anderson appearing in his 41st game. He's won 3, lost 1, a 2.04 ERA. 39 2/3 innings of work, 33 hits, 9 earned runs, 36 strikeouts, and 16 walks.
And they have David West up in the bullpen here, as we mentioned, 2 right-handed batters at the beginning of the inning, Blauser and Gant, and then you go to McGriff. So there's West, who would be ready for McGriff if needed.
Blauser has flied out, grounded out, and singled. Terry Mulholland, 7 good innings. Charged with 3 runs on 8 hits. Struck out 3. And didn't walk anybody. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's Mulholland. Leaves with a 5-3 lead. One ball and 1 strike to Jeff Blauser. Slider low and away. It's 2-1. Fouls it back. 2-2. Tommy Green with the club on the disabled list. He'll miss a couple of starts. 3 years ago today, Tommy Green joined the Phillies along with Dale Murphy.
Saw Murph tonight. He was in the clubhouse before the game. Looks great and enjoying himself. He's done a couple broadcasting appearances on Sports South.
Really?
Yeah. His wife Nancy tells him 2 things. Stop saying and get to the point quicker. That's what Murph said tonight. If you look at Mulholland, Tommy Green talking. Great to see Dale Murphy, and he says he's handling the retirement about as well as he could. He said, you know, he just got to the point where he knew he was embarrassing himself.
He looks great, yeah.
Expecting their 8th child, and it will be a girl.
Oh, first
finally.
girl.
Yeah.
Still 3-2 to Blauser. Phillies lead at 5-3 here in the bottom of the 8th. Ron Gant due up next. Pops him up foul. There's a lot of foul territory here, and Kim Baptiste has room and makes the play for out number 1. 1 down here in the 8th. That'll bring up Ron Gant.
Aren't many parks in the league where you're going to catch that ball. As Harry mentioned, a lot of foul territory here in Atlanta, and that ball just kept coming back, and he finally had just enough room to catch it.
Gant's grounded out, popped up, and singled. Inside corner for a strike. And he had .413 in the month of July. He really went on a tear. Pulled by the breaking ball. 0-2.
Gant's another very dangerous high ball hitter middle in. That's where he's very strong. He does have a hole right there where Anderson threw that. But he has less and less holes as he's getting to be more and more a mature player. Used to be able to get him out with breaking balls at will. Right-handers did. Now they have to make good pitches to him.
Setting up outside, and the pitch is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ron Gant. Missing wide again. 2-2. One out, no base runners here in the bottom of the 8th. Phil's on top, 5-3. Gant called out on strikes, had him looking away and put it on the inside corner. Gant doesn't agree with a call by Larry Vanover.
Jim Fragosi's on his way out to bring West in to pitch to McGriff. As you see right here, it's a slider, and Vanover says it has the inside corner, and you can see why Gant might have been a little upset. That ball might have looped.
David West coming on, so Anderson gets the 2 men he faces. Now it's in the hands of David West. Pitching change here in the 8th. 5-3 Phil's. Back after these messages.
When Bob borrowed a lawnmower, all he got was short grass. When Bob borrowed hedge clippers, all he got was nice shrubs. When Bob borrowed a ladder, all he got was red shutters. When Bob borrowed a hose, all he got was wet. But when Bob borrowed money, he got indispensable banking services. The Mellon PSFS Smart Accounts. The package accounts for people who borrow as well as save.
When you move into a new house, little things are going to come up. Unexpected things. Things the previous owner forgot to mention. So to make your new house a home, turn to the book with more choices. It can even help if you want to get out of the house for a while. The genuine New Jersey Bell Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company.
David West is the Phillies' new pitcher. His 49th game. He's won 3, lost 2, 2 saves, a 2.51 ERA. 61 innings West has worked, giving up just 47 hits and 17 earned runs. Averages a strikeout per inning, 61 strikeouts, and 31 walks. He'll be facing Fred McGriff here in the 8th inning with 2 outs and no base runners. McGriff has grounded out, doubled, and hit into a fielder's choice. High with it, 1-0. Ground ball to John Kruk, and the inning is over as Kruk makes the play himself. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the 9th. Phil's on top, 5-3.
Jersey, I'm buying. I drink Bud Light because I'm 245 pounds of U.S. steel and sex appeal.
He's unbelievable.
Jersey girls dig Bud Light.
Bud Light is made in New Jersey.
You know, we own that Statue of Liberty. They stole it from us.
Yo, bartender, Bud Light.
You want one too, don't you? How about a Bud Light?
No, it's Jersey stuff. It's Bud Light, you know?
Bud Light, up and away.
There are lots of ways to have fun at a baseball game besides the game. Now, the games. The Phillies give Colorado a Rocky Mountain Low Monday, August 23rd and Tuesday the 24th at 7:35 and Wednesday the 25th at 12:35 in a business person special. Then Cincinnati turns red Friday, August 27th at 7:35, Saturday the 28th at 7:05, and Sunday the 29th at 1:35 when kids get a baseball jacket free. Call 463-1000.
Do you want your car done right?
If you want your car done right, bring it to a place that puts its money where its mouth is. Bring it to Jiffy Lube, where millions of cars every year are covered by our pledge of satisfaction.
Everybody says they'll do the job right, but at Jiffy Lube, we guarantee it. One more reason, Jiffy Lube is America's favorite oil change.
We got experience at Jiffy Lube.
After 8 innings of play, the Phillies 5 and the Braves 3. Tomorrow at 9, Kane races against time to save a dying girl. David Carradine stars in Kung Fu. The legend continues right here on PHL 17. Jim Eisenreich will lead it off for the Phils, batting for the first time. Eisenreich hitting .335.
Well, you just saw a blueprint on how you want to use your bullpen. Two right-handed hitters, get them out, bring the left-handed pitcher in to get McGriff out, and then hope Mitch Williams makes the manager look good.
Mitch Williams will come in the ninth. A breaking ball for a strike to Eisenreich.
And you also didn't use them much, so they're ready to go again tomorrow night, both Anderson and West.
Beaten foul, 0-2.
There's Mitch Williams. Working on his changeup. I don't know why.
One ball and 2 strikes. Braves have right-handers Steve Bedrosian and left-hander Pedro Borbon up in the bullpen.
Sounds like an old-timers game talking about Pedro Borbon. Yes, he is Pedro's son. The eccentric Pedro Borbon.
Pops one foul down the left field side. Long run Pendleton. Terry there makes the play. One down, and that'll bring on Lenny Dykstra. Well, the Phils come off this trip on Tuesday, August 10th against the Expos. Tuesday and Wednesday, the 10th and 11th at 7:35. Thursday's a business person special at 12:35. Then Dallas Green and the New York Mets move in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 13th, 14th, and 15th. Road jerseys for all youngsters 14 and under on the 15th. For tickets, just call 463-1000 or stop by one of the many local Ticketmaster outlets. Dykstra is 0 for 3 with a walk. 1 ball and no strikes. Pops a foul down the left field side. 1-1. Phils 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Braves 3 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. Ninth inning scheduled to hit for Atlanta in the ninth. Terry Pendleton, David Justice, and Greg Olson. Changed for a strike. Dykstra thought it was high. 1-2. Bouncing ball. McGriff, nice diving grab, throws to Wohlers just in time to get Dykstra, and that will be out number 2 in the inning. Nice play by Fred McGriff.
McGriff is an okay first baseman. I mean, he's an offensive player, not known much for his defense, really. But he makes a really good play on that. It took a funny hop on him, and then he makes a good throw to Wohlers covering. Bang, bang, play at first.
Boy, that was close. 2 down. It'll bring on Mariano Duncan, who is 1 out of 4. Wohlers missing with a breaking ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Duncan. 49,102 the paid attendance here tonight. Duncan fouls off the fastball. 1-1. Breaking ball, nice grab by Wohlers. And the Phillies are down here in the ninth. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Bills lead 5-3.
Reports of a legendary two-footed object have been growing.
Anything? Nothing. Must be big. Even Chet's seen it. We're getting something.
Orsulak hitting .305 for the year. He has 6 home runs, 24 runs batted in. One and 2.
When you move into a new house, little things are going to come up.
Links all the way through. Manwaring, the 8th place hitter, hitting .302.
Well, everyone talks about the career years of San Francisco. This is the guy who has been under par, and that is Will Clark, only hitting .267 and a .300 career average. Still, power figures are down, but he was out, 1 o'clock today, taking extra hitting with his instructor, Bobby Bonds.
A fresh little crib, you know, and brand spanking new. And that shoe let her do things that no man could do. She jukes and she cuts and stops dead in her tracks. She plants and she spins, leaving chumps on their backs. And who gets the credit? Some mother named Goose. Check you out, yo. Converse, of course, and that new React juice.
Wash, dry, save. It's Sears' greatest laundry event ever. We've got loads of savings on washers and dryers, like this large capacity 2-cycle Kenmore washer for $248, matching dryer $198, but only through Saturday at Sears Brand Central.
Mitch Williams, the wild thing, is the Phillies' new pitcher coming out here in the 9th inning. 2 wins, 3 losses, 29 saves, a .307 ERA. This is his 44th game. He's worked 41 innings, given up 35 hits and 14 earned runs, 36 strikeouts, 22 walks. He'll come out and try to save it for Terry Mulholland here in the 9th, and Terry Pendleton will be the first one to face him. Pendleton is nothing for 3, is struck out, lined to center, and lined into a double play. Pendleton lifetime has hit a couple of home runs off Mitch Williams. He's 3 for 13 lifetime against Mitch. 2 of those 3 hits homers. It'll be Pendleton, David Justice, and Greg Olson slated to face Mitch Williams. A little bit high for a ball, 1-0. Close. 2 balls and no strikes.
Hard to tell tonight.
High. 3-0. Darren Dalton out to talk to Mitch Williams.
Pendleton, being the experienced player that he is, he went up there down by 2 runs. He hits a home run. It's not going to do anything for him.
Right.
Get him to 1. He's going to stand there and make him throw at least strike 1 and maybe strike 2.
3 balls and no strikes to Terry Pendleton. Got that one over. 3-1. That one over.
And he did, too. He stood there and he took 2 strikes. I mean,
right.
That's a terrific at-bat so far by Pendleton, no matter what he does. That's good situation baseball by him.
Walk in. So Pendleton is a leadoff base runner. That'll bring up David Justice, who is 2 out of 3. Jim Fregosi telling John Vukovich to have John Kruk play off the bag.
And John's trying to tell Mitch Williams that he's not going to be there, so don't move over. And the reason they want him to play off the bag, of course, is McGriff is a guy who might ground a ball through the hole on the right side, so they want to try and take some of that away if possible.
Justice, a breaking ball on the inside corner for a called strike. He popped him up. In the infield, Mitch calls, but Kim Baptiste waves him off and makes the catch.
Mitch would have really caught it where he caught it, didn't he?
Mitch waved right behind the mound. Mitch waved. Now that ball had the infielders listen to Mitch. That ball
he misses it by 10 feet. Look where he's calling it. Look where it winds up. He calls it, then all of a sudden it's, yeah, Batman, you catch that. I can't get to it. Tell you what, we had some bizarre stuff around that mound tonight.
One down. That'll bring on Greg Olson, who has had a big night. He's grounded out, hit a 2-run home run, and doubled. Just missing for a ball.
They have a big hole on the left side. They have Baptiste over near the line to take an extra base hit away from Olson, as you see, and Kruk is off Pendleton again at first. He's just having a little talk with him right now, but he's not holding him on. I mean, he's semi-holding him on. He's not going to just let him run, but he's going to play off him.
1 ball and 1 strike to Olson. Phils lead at 5-3 here in the bottom of the 9th. It's called at the knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Michael Lemke due up next. Bouncing ball might be a double play. Stocker won. Yes, this game is over. The Phillies have won it 5-3. On a ground ball double play, Duncan to Stocker to Kruk. And the Phils have won the first game of this series 5-3 in a thriller. Mitch Williams, the Wild Thing, gets his 30th save. Sunoco and your local Sunoco dealers will donate $100 to the Byrne Foundation in the name of Mitch Williams. 5-3 final. Phils back with the totals and a recap in a moment.